Hey everyone, and welcome to this first video in this series of learning CSS. I'm going to try and upload between 10 and 20 very short, few minute long videos looking at specific topics in CSS, which should give you a complete overview and teach you everything you need to know to start using it on your websites. And you should just be able to, if you already know a bit, just skip to the videos which are relevant. But let's get started. What is CSS? CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. So basically, it lets us define all our visual properties and all our formatting for our HTML pages in the language called CSS. So let me start by showing you an example. This is the HTML document we created in the last tutorial. As you can remember, we've got the head tags for body tags, and then we've got all our content in between the body tags. So for this first CSS example, I'm going to start by manipulating this paragraph tag. So the first thing you do is assign it a class. In this case, I'm going to call it, you can call it whatever you like. That's not a very imaginative name, but it doesn't matter. So as you can see, it's just an ordinary class attribute with the equals operator, and then open speech marks, close speech marks, and the name of your CSS class in here. No punctuation. You can use either camel case or you can use a dash, like that. I prefer camel case, really. It just depends on what style guide you're following or what you prefer. Right, and then you must create another file in exactly the same directory, and you can name it whatever you like. The only requirement is that it ends in .css. Here I've just created both files on my desktop, and I've called this one styles.css. And this is very important. It won't work if you don't use this tag in your head. What this does is it tells the browser that you've got a style sheet, rel style sheet, and then it gives the path to the style sheet. So here, I've actually called mine styles.css. Right, so let's write our first style. Now the first thing you must do is specify what elements you want to target. In this case, I just want to target this paragraph tag here. So I write P because it's a paragraph tag. If I was just targeting the H1 tag, I would write H1, but I'm doing P. And then I type dot and my class. What this dot does is it says look for a class. If we were looking for another attribute, I'll come on to this more later, but we might use another symbol such as hash. Hash is actually ID, but we're looking for class. So P tag, my class. Then you can open curly braces and close them, and everything between these braces is where you can put your styles. And you must make sure you remember to close them, otherwise it just won't work. So if we wanted to set the color of the text, it's very easy. We just do color red. So as you can see, we've got the name of the style, colon, the value, and then end each line with a semicolon, like you do in a lot of other languages. So I'll just save that and show you what it looks like on the browser. So this is where I saved my test.html file. So if I refresh this, yep, it's made this text red. That's exactly what we wanted. And you can add multiple styles within that. So I could have font size. I'm going to come on to all of these styles later and tell you a bit more about them, but this is just an example. Font. Pretty self-explanatory what this is doing. It's going to make the font size 25 pixels, which is quite big, and it's going to make the text bold. So let's come and refresh this page. Yep, that worked. So you can see that you can put each style on a new line. It will still work if you put it on not a new line, but it looks less neat. It's just harder to read. So yeah, I'll put a link to the next tutorial at the bottom of this video too. Thanks for watching.